Y'all ever notice how small emotes are? It's kind of weird, right? They're so tiny. They're like tiny little... Look at this. Bring it over here. Oh!
Thanks to Watermunch for my sub gift.
Thanks, Ian. You're the best. Thank you, Watermunch, for the gifted sub to Ian. Nightmare as well. Thank you for the 4-month streak. Sheesh. Bring that over here. Bring that chat box over here. I want to talk to it real quick. Come here. Come here, chat. You're not in trouble. I'm not telling you off. There you go. There you go. Come here. Come and sit on my shoulder. Alright, look how small this emote is. Look. Wait for it. Wait for it. Look. It's the size of my nail. They're so small. How are you meant to see anything in them, huh? Kind of weird when you think about it. Feel like we're in trouble? Only sometimes, chat. Only sometimes. You can sit up there for the time being. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Your boy still got COVID. So, I'm pushing through. I'm powering through. And, chat. I've got the house to myself because Akko is out. He's free. He tested negative and he's allowed to leave. He's allowed to leave the house. Which means I can say whatever I want. Bed Wars is a badly developed game. New Zealand shouldn't be included on most world maps. I can say what I like. You can't join the Outsiders SMP, no. How's your bones? My bones are fine. My bones are feeling... Oh, weird though, chat. Really weird.
You got COVID?
Huh?
Since when? Also,
a couple of days ago.
Recover.
I lost my sense of smell. Now, I know that's obvious because that's like one of the symptoms. But I hadn't realized to what extent. I gave Bagheera a hug before I went to bed. I like held him to make sure he would calm down. And I was like, oh, he smells very clean today. And I like put my face in the scruff of his neck. And I was like, wow, I can't smell him. And then it dawned on me, of course, that you lose your smell. I thought they meant as in your nose just gets blocked. You know when you like have a cold and you can't taste anything because your nose is blocked? No, you legit just can't even smell anything at all. And I literally walked around the house picking things up and going to Akko and being like, can you smell this pesto? And he's like, yeah, it smells like pesto. And I'm like, just like sticking my nose in the pesto jar. Like, I can't smell it. Dog smell is a strong smell. I opened up the white wine vinegar and I was like, I can't. I was like, smell it. And he's like, I'm not going to smell the white wine vinegar. I'm like, smell the white wine vinegar. Does it smell like white wine vinegar? And he's like, yes, it hurts to smell. I'm like, it smells fine. Oh my gosh. Galaxy Fox.
Felt nice. Hope you get well soon, friend.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Galaxy Fox, you could have bought yourself a sub with that money and joined us on the Sub-SMP. Can you taste at least? That's the weird thing. Actually, I should have tasted something. The smell, the sense of smell is back. We've got a hype train, by the way. That's pretty pog. That's getting pretty close as well, isn't it? How about bleach? Didn't try that. Didn't try that. I was considering trying Bagheera's... I was going to smell Bagheera's droppings this morning, and I decided against it. I was like, I can't quite bring myself to do that. I did not do it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I got my sense of smell back in the afternoon. Yeah. You know how it be. You wouldn't be able to smell it? I guess not, huh? Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't tell what to do. Here we are. Hello, everybody. I came here for Akko content. I got something. It's me. It's me. @_mushroomy. Ratio. Lol. Elbozo moment. Cringe. Do you have stream roll on /live? slash live 1 slash live orange juice. Nice. You added so that went to staff chat. This is a sub server. It is. Let me show you what we got going on. Ta-da! Ooh. Looks like Eloise has been replacing some of the pillars of Deep Slate. Very interesting. I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I think I'll continue doing a bit of moss.
So Echo finally has moved in. I've missed a few streams.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Going very well, thank you, yeah. Having a good time. Oh my gosh. Bro, you scared me. I'm live, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, figured. What did you get?
I got some Arabic food.
Oh, let's go. Can I see the bottle, or will it dox our
This
location?
is Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just us two.
Fine, fair. I'm still wearing my Squid Game skin. I know, chat. Oh, look, this little guy tried to catch up on us. Missing the rules channel in your Discord, but for some reason it won't give me access to the server. That does sound weird. Sounds like a Carbot problem. You should be able to open a staff ticket. Thank you again for the sub train, the hype train, by the way, not the sub train. I don't think Carla's down. I have no other explanation as to why the thing is not working, unless you do. Okay, so can you back up, please, sir? I think I want to add a bunch of moss to the ceiling, chat. Is that bad that I want to do that? Is that going to take forever? Just a reactor being crunkly? The reactor that's managed by Carbot? You mean? That one? It will take forever? Yeah, but when have I ever been scared of that? I figured this would be an opportunity for me to, like, chat to you while doing a very difficult to do task. Carl, is it tree up? I'm not saying that Carl isn't up. I'm saying that there's a problem with the reactor which is managed by Kai. Gosh, I didn't think I'd have to explain moderation to you after so long. My goodness me. We don't even have that much moss. I'd have to, like, make a bunch more and then go put it on the ceiling. I guess I could do that. What if I... I've got an idea. If I do this and just make a pit of moss here, then I can farm a bunch of moss. What is everybody's earliest memory? That was something I was wondering about today, because I want to do little bits of story times today. So I think I might do the occasional story time. Crystal like 1 iron? I'm okay. I don't take gifts, thank you. This is a public SMP? It's a sub-SMP between me, Eloise, and Super Eloise, and Becumon. Womp. There we go. Is it a hoe? Do you need a hoe for this? Pretty certain you need a hoe. I don't remember right now. Magic, you should go get some rest, yeah? Hup. There you go. Getting stuck in a blanket box. I'm glad to know I wasn't alone in that. I would also get stuck in boxes as a kid. You my best friend 12 years ago. When I was younger, my sister and I would play with the boxes that Amazon, probably not Amazon, any kind of delivery place would deliver to us. And one of the things that they delivered was a very thin, like a thin box, about this wide. And this lot, so like this thick, this deep, I suppose you would call it. And then like that wide and as tall as a child, basically. And me being the 8-year-old that I was, climbed into one of the boxes. And she also climbed into one of the boxes. And we waddled around in them. Which was all fun and games until she, like, jokingly nudged me. Like, with her hand. She would be like, we were all like this, walking around like this. And she, like, leant over and nudged me to be like, oh, you're so silly. And I lost my balance. And I don't know if you've ever fallen onto your back without anything to stop you. But it hurts. I think it hurts your head the most because you essentially just whack it. You go from standing to poof. And my goodness, I was a very cry child. You can ask any of my sisters. They'll tell you that I cried a lot as a kid. I most like, oh my gosh. I most likely cried a lot. I remember saying to my mum that it felt like my brain cells were leaving my head. I bruised my kidney falling on my back. I remember you saying that. Oh, what is going on here? Something is happening. We're dropping frames in the game because of something. Oh my gosh. It's not even lag, it's just processing power.
I have arrived.
Oh, there we go, it's gone.
I got a 2 job last Thursday and have missed whole bunch of streams cause your streams start as soon as I go to work.
Ah,
I am here, so that pretty neat.
Pretty neat indeed. Hold on one moment. Under the desk. Under the desk. Watermunch said something earlier that I missed. Before Bonfire Night, I used to be one of those kids that carried around rocks, and I used to put them in my hood so I could take them places and talk to them. Just decode this real quick. I used to be one of those kids that carried around rocks. Don't try and act like that's like a norm. I really feel like you tried to brush over that a little bit. Oh, and don't judge me. I was like,
full diamond armor for only 5 iron.
Nope, not at all.
Come to minus 31, 900 and.
So, like, I feel like you're trying to make that sound like it was a normal thing amongst kids to do. That it wasn't. I hate to tell you, it was not. In fact, I used to collect rocks too. Never mind, I stand corrected. I need iron. I need to make an iron pick. Magic, if you don't go and get some rest, I will legit time you out. That's a promise. You are not in any state. At least finish my story now. No, I did it. I finished it. Your mum hit you in the face with your rocks. Elbozo.
Peter like that one meme and it's like I missed one day of school and that show moves in and Owen gets COVID.
Yeah.
Owen played FNAF
Yeah.
Owen sniffed his dog Lamau.
You don't tell me that you don't hug your dogs and then inadvertently sniff them while you do that. I will tell you that you are a soulless monster if you do not hug your dogs. When I was a kid, my horrible kindergarten teacher punished my table for talking when I was only one completely silent, and I wasn't allowed to go play with the other kids at the end of the day. That's one of those things that you can tell that you've held that quite close to your chest. Like you still feel bitter about that. That teacher probably has no recollection of that memory ever happening, but my goodness, do you feel the injustice of it? And you know what? I feel that. I remember once I was like a compulsive liar as a kid. And I guess that's why I became a magician later on in life. And at one point, I remember my mum picking me up from swimming and being like, "Oh, mum, we got taught a new stroke today." I was like 6. And she was like, "Oh, yeah?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's called the fly." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I went, "Yeah, you do this, you link your thumbs together, and you go like that. And that's how, and you have to like, you lie on your back and you do this. And you have to go along just doing that." And she was like, "Oh, interesting." Clearly lying. Absolutely not a word of truth in there. But she listened to me all the same. What is it about kids and lying? Because there's a attraction in Brighton down by the seafront called the Upside Down House, and I was on a walk with my sister and my nephew, and my nephew's like 4, and he saw the Upside Down House and was like, "Oh, it's the Upside Down House," and we're like, "Oh yeah, look at that, it's an Upside Down House." And then he was like, "Did you know that house actually used to be over there, the right way up, and it got blown over and now it's here?" That's not true. It was built upside down. But we had to be like, "Oh yeah, is that so? I didn't know that." And he was like, "Yeah, I saw it the other day." And we're like, "Huh. The more you know." He's clearly lying. Why does he feel the need to? It's like, oh my god, I would die for that kid. But he doesn't need to lie. But it is also kind of funny, so I don't mind. Why does the Upside Down House sound like a murder? That's true. It sounds like something from like a horror book. The Upside Down House. I guess because the Upside Down is something from Stranger Things. Do 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 do. Do do woo woo do woo woo do woo do do. We made a golden time on a Friday, but we. Someone asked me if. Oh, someone died. Oh, let's go. 3. You know what I'm going to be making this chat? That's right. A diamond hoe. Yep. Bum bum ba da 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 dum dum. Pow. Oh, an X-raying. True. What was I saying? Yes, someone asked me whether or not I'd ever punched a kid. As a kid, I should also add. Wasn't going around just... Yeah, never mind. I did. I think I stole... I'm in a mood to tell stories today. When I was younger, my dad was managing this group of people for the church that he worked at. And it was a day for all of the people in the church to come together and have lunch and generally just have a vibey time. And we had a big marquee in a big field, and it was generally just a good time. I came back Sunday evening from a weekend away at a little place called PGL, which is like an activities center in the UK. And what did you name them? I haven't actually named them anything yet. That's a very good point. I should name them. And I immediately went over to my friends who were playing on a bank of grass. And we were like, "Oh, well, let's vibe, blah, 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 we're having a good time." And this other group of kids who we did not get along with one bit were also there. And we were having face-offs on the field up on the bank. And I was like, "You best get out of here. I don't want you anywhere near my posse." And they're like, "You don't scare me, Owen," because I was the ringleader. Naturally, because my father was the vicar. So I was always at church and would always be there to make friends and would always be there to see what the drama was. So I was kind of the ringleader of the group. And so I was like, "You're not allowed on this side of the bank. You can stay over on your side of the bank. Don't come near our side of the bank." And they're like, "Okay, fine." And then they did. And I was like, "That's it." I was like 11. I was like, "That's it. I challenge you to a duel." And one of the kids of the ringleader, or like the ringleader of the other group, was like, "Fine." And I was like, "Okay, meet me over there in like 5 minutes and bring a stick." And we were like, "Okay, fine." and we went, And I went and picked up a stick. I don't feel proud about this, by the way. New mining strategy? I don't feel proud about this, by the way. Bring a stick. Yeah. So we grabbed sticks. And I was like, okay, we're going to fight. With the sticks. And he was like, okay. And we like did the whole thing when you're a kid and you're like swinging, but you're trying to stay as far away from them as possible. So you're like leaning backwards. And my stick just happened to be better. It was like an oak branch or something. And I broke his stick in half when ours collided. Isn't this an outside? Yeah, this is what the Ori conundrum was based on. And and what ended up happening was I beat that kid with as a child. I won the fight with the stick, which sounds like, first off, not a good thing. Don't do it. Violence is never the answer. Would not recommend. No, we're not. No, don't be proud. This is not good, chat. But then obviously he cried, as kids are wont to do, and he went and he told his parents, and they were like, "Who was it?" And of course he pointed at me, and they knew exactly who I was. So I was like, immediately found out, and my dad came over and was like, "Hi, Owen." We hadn't spoken that day. Because remember, I had been at PGL all weekend, so I arrived late to this event. This was towards the later half of the event, the last quarter of the event. And he was like, "Owen, I want you to know, I was having a really good time today, and then you showed up. I'll tell you what, there's nothing more soul-destroying than hearing that from your father." Fully within his right to say, by the way. Like, as an adult, I back him. I was being a little what's-it, to put it lightly. He tore me a new one, verbally. He was like, "You're getting roasted, kid." I had just attacked a kid with a stick. He was totally within his right to be like, "You have ruined my day." Because now he wasn't able to spending time with everybody. He had to go and like apologize to the kid's parents because I, as his child, had just given their kid a black eye with a stick. Yeah, and that stuck with me. I'll take that. I never let go of that sentence. It's been like 13 years, and I've not forgotten those words. I give someone a black eye? That's not okay. Don't do that. I used to spin in circles fast, and everybody was scared of me because they wanted to keep their face. Oh, dang. I would never expect this from you. I was a horrible kid, chat. How old are you? I'm scared this was like a week ago. It was when I was 11. It was when I was 11. Anyways, enough questions about that. Yeah, don't attack kids with sticks if you're a kid or if you're not a kid. A kid tried to flip a table on you? Dang. That's intense. Like 30 years ago? Yeah, exactly. You got it. Ha ha ha. Thanks. This is the Ghost Revive song? It is. It is. Good ear. Good ear. I do not want to hear that story, Spicy Juicy. No. It's funny because we're old. Haha. It's funny because... Yeah. Our youth is gone. I'm trying to think of what other times I got told off as a kid. I was a pretty violent kid, to be honest. Probably not good. I've renounced my ways. Violence is no longer the answer. Mainly because when you're a kid, a lot of the deal about winning a fight.
When I was a kid, we ate cookies in class, and I told them that didn't have anything, so my classmates needed to give me a part of their cookie, and I did that every day until one day my teacher saw me with a cookie. So what I did was I ate my classmate's cookie in class, and when everyone was gone I ate my cookie, so I stole.
All for a cookie. All for a cookie. Wowee, hey? I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't pick a fight now. One, because I don't endorse violence. Secondly, because I would not win. Look at me. And also because when you're a youngin, a lot of the time the winning condition to winning a fight isn't how good you are as a fighter, it's how willing you are to commit to the fight. If you're a 10-year-old kid and you're going up against another 10-year-old kid, it ain't about who's a better fighter. Neither of you are good fighters. It's about who's willing to commit more to the fight. And that's a sad truth, really. Also, kids' fights are less intense. Kids' fights are over quickly. It's who cries last, exactly. Who has more of a constitution. So you saying you have more commitment issues as you get older? No, I would be willing to commit to the fight. I would lose. Oh look, there's moss here. Good. Okay, we're gonna grab all of this. I wanna buy some bamboo from someone. Anyone have any bamboo that I can buy? Ooh, do, 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 do. I cut my hair to a boy length because I can, and even though it's obvious I'm a girl, I get called a boy sometimes. Fair. How much, Owen? Like a stack, I guess. Do, 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 do. This is the Rocket League song, is it? I'm willing to buy it off someone. I just need a book. Hello, hey, how's it going, Nathan Reid? Hold on. Womp. When is the next lore stream? Today! Crow's going to be doing a lore stream later. Do I not have any leather? Oh, this is sad.
Once I was in Walmart, American store, with my brother and we were play fighting and he punched me in the stomach in the middle of the store and I passed out and woke up in the middle of the store in a cart being pushed by my mother and my brother and in trouble.
It's kind of funny. There we go. I need an ink sack. That's kind of funny. I need leather. When is Luxor for lore stream? Today. Maybe we'll see if Crow's streaming it at the end and we'll raid them. When is the next lore stream? Today. I'm gonna see how long I can keep this going, chat. I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Your lore, Owen? Dunno. When's the next lore stream? Today. I'm looking for a cow. What the heck is that? That's horrible. I hope whoever owns that takes that down relatively quickly. There's a bunch of cows over there, but I can't take those because I don't own them.
Here.
Hello.
I was wondering when the next lore stream is.
Kai, you're a mod. Be better. Today is going to haunt me in my dreams. A lot of you clearly didn't see the tweet. you should all go follow me on Twitter and scroll down a bit so you can find a tweet. I do not have Twitter. Elbows though for you. Massive L moment. Where are all of the cows, bro? I don't use Twitter, thank you very much. Sounds like a you problem. Alright, mods, feel free to start timing people out who ask the question. Look, miss me while I'm going on strike. What, from the streams? Miss me or I'm leaving forever is essentially what you just said. Oh my gosh, bro. It's so hard to get food in this SMP. Has they been treating you well? Yeah, it's been alright. Is that a lot of... What the heck is that?
Little kids usually stare at me for longer periods of time, having an existential crisis trying to figure out what gender I am because I'm a male with long hair.
Chat, please don't DM me in the chat. Thank you very much. SOS. Oh my gosh, someone was here. You need to make a farm and constantly breed them, then slaughter them all. I do, you're right. Hey, Catcoon Life, how's it going? We just need one measly cow. That's all we need. One day I'll remember to change my skin. I'm trying to think of what... I wonder what the lag is. I should start restarting the server just before I stream so that we have the best possible lag. Best possible fit for it. I like soup. Okay, we'll get a couple more bits of steak and then we'll head out. I know, there's an SOS sign. Need more bones? No, thank you. Actually, scratch the bamboo request. Don't need any anymore. Thank you though. I'm just gonna go get it myself, chat. It's part of the journey, part of the fun. Which means we don't need to find a cow anymore. Ow. Did the ground say sauce?
Was when I was playing alone on the server yesterday. Still with 300 ping, but it was better. How's your day been?
Hey, Haikura. 3 months. Haikura, you officially upgraded to a cup. You've now got a cup, bestie. How's your day been? It's going well. It's going well, Meg. Isn't it like 4 AM where you are? I love tomato soup. Tomato soup is so good. Off we go, chat, on our brave adventure. Oh, isn't there like a /home now we can do? There's a new command. It's 4 at 6 AM and I'm officially out of isolation, so I can leave. You can leave. Go. Bye. Goodbye. This, a lot of the wonder of this build comes from underneath. We're going to need to do something on the top so it can be like, pooh, wow, look exciting. I like the music. Good, I'm glad. It's carefully selected by yours truly. Just want to check if I'm not missing any food. Ah, there's a bit of rotten flesh there. That might help us. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. /home. Oh. Why did it... That was weird. You need to say you're home? Yeah, I know. I was just wondering why it sent me over there. Hey! Good, we can just go in a certain direction, find a jungle, grab some bamboo, head on our way back, and call it quits. I think we're planning on doing some events soon. Once Eloise and Beckhamon are back. Can we see spawn? Yeah, eventually. Once I find a jungle. What type of event? An event. How do you suffocate in a wall? Alright, Rogue. Calm with the sass a little bit. They're literally like on holiday right now. How you doing? I'm doing well. Owen. It's weird to call you Owen. Back from a meetup you can't go to? Back from a meetup. No, they're at a meetup. They're not back yet. Also, Meg, I could easily clown on you right now in the fact that you're Australian, and thus cannot go to any meetups. But I'm not going to, because that would be low of me. You know, just letting you know that I could flex that. But I'm not gonna, because I'm bigger than that. Wish I could join? You can. Are you sick? Yeah. Got the Rona. You definitely would, don't even lie. I would never. I would never draw out the fact that TwitchCon is happening in 2 different locations this year and neither of them are anywhere near Australia. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't talk about the fact that I'm probably going to be going to both of them and we'll be having meetups. I'm not going to say that. That'd be rude. Just be mean. Especially because of the fact that, you know, you can't go to them. On the account of the fact that you're on the bottom of the world. When is TwitchCon? July and October, I believe. But we don't know what dates exactly yet. I think they're waiting to see if the coronavirus is going to do anything. Jokes on you. I'm going to fly out to Amsterdam just to spite you. Oh, and what a and what a power play that would be, eh? When did you start streaming? Do you mean like in general or today? Because in general, a while ago. Oh, don't tell me a glacier. Kai, you're getting a bit too I forgot that there was an ocean monument there. Kai, you're getting a little bit too liberal with that nuke usage, especially for someone who is on break. Alright, we'll discuss it afterwards. How does the command even work? Don't know. Thoughts on tea? I like tea. Yeah, it tastes good. See you later, Owen. Were you a Lord of the Rings kid? A little, but not massively. Chai tea? Isn't it chai tea? I might be... Chi tea is something else. No, I do not. Absolutely do not tell me the course of the jungle. No. That will get you a warning, like, immediately. I realized the other day that maybe I was just way too into it more. I found out Yaz and Taha have never seen it. They've never seen it? That surprises me. I'm surprised when no one's seen Lord of the Rings. Still a bunch of ice. Jazz has seen Fellowship. Now we're slowly watching. That's cool. Why was it in subscribers only mode? What? Ha. Yeet. Yeet. Oh, and why? Because I have the power to. Is that an igloo? It's the best 10 out of 10. I watched them all this month. They are good. Good movies. Would recommend. That must be an igloo, right? It's not. It's just a ball. What? Surprised he can give the polar bear stick to fight back. Why is there just a ball of ice? Of blue ice? That's so weird. Oh, someone's been here. I get too much joy out of that, I'll be honest. It's probably a bit concerning. Oh, it was good. Amazon show? They released a teaser that's so clean and done with practical effects. It's so clean. The Amazon show? What, is there a Lord of the Rings Amazon show now? Bum 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 bum. Owen abuses baby polar bears. No comment. Oh, we should have a little prediction. Hold on. Start prediction. Will Owen find a jungle in 45 minutes time? This means within 45 minutes. Yes, no. Start a prediction. Here you go. Last time we did this was no, we were trying to find a desert. Very different. I thought I had 70k points then. Is a jungle rarer though? That's a good point. I don't know. But we are a little ways out already. The problem with the previous seed was that it was like almost impossible. Because a lot of the area had already been explored. Let me just double check on that prediction. Does that come through yet? Yeah, yes and no. Interesting. Big money. Piggy dipping. Piggy dipping in the piggy pond. Now you sausage sticking your little toes in there. I know where one is. Alright. Where to flex. I'm gonna go find my own one. What the heck is that? Hup, 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 hup. This is cool, generation. Chat, watch. Just gonna ruin nature by letting out all the water from the top section. Bum, 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 bum. Unadded me because I asked if we had history homework. Rip. So sad. Taken from us too soon. Sorry, Fluffy Biscuit. Are biscuits any good? Americans, can you answer me this? I cannot remember whether or not I liked biscuits when I came to America. Your version of biscuits, not our version of biscuits. Our versions are very different. Like, do you like biscuits? I imagine some of you will be like, oh, it depends on what they come with, right? I mean, meh, yes with gravy. Okay, there you go. It's okay with, like, certain things. Biscuits are more of a Southern American thing. Well, yeah, but it's still American. It's not like Southern America is its own country. Sometimes. Sometimes. What do you mean, how can you like something sometimes? What are American biscuits? They're like light versions of scones. To give you some context if you're British. They're like rolls of bread, but fluffy and flaky. Culture down south and north is very different. Yes, as is with the case of every country. Thailand, England, all that jazz. Nottingham is certainly a very different place to Brighton. Digestive biscuits are elite. Screw your American biscuits. They're certainly not the snack that you would hope for, chat. I'll tell you that. Do, 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 do. Depends on your mood if you like them. I've never found a food that I'm sometimes in the mood for. I do not like them. Fair. Garlic biscuits. I didn't know there were different types. I'll tell you what they do have down, chat. I went to Maryland, and my goodness, was it hot there sometimes. It was cool. With the humidity and stuff, it was a struggle. Is that a marsh? Oh, hang on. What the heck is going on here? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Is that... what? Sparse jungle. Are you kidding me? I mean, technically I found it. But it hasn't got any bamboo. Hello? Ah, we've got company. Must have been summer. It does tend to be hotter in summer. Yeah. And it was, I think it's a, yeah, that's a yes on the prediction. But first we've got to find some bamboo as well. We went to a snow cone place. And it was amazing. They just shaved some ice, put it in a cone. Slapped some, like, syrups on there. And was like, bon appetit. I had a bit. Ah, there you go. It counts. We found some bamboo. And it was amazing. It was incredible. There were this stuff called marshmallow sauce, which was essentially just melted marshmallow, but like marshmallow fluff. And they put that on it. It may do, J-Lad. I can't confirm or deny. And now, and it's just good. I went there like every weekend on my break. Bro, okay, living in the States and doing that year, not the year. I should take the second one up so it can regrow. Doing that month, no, it was 3 months of working in a camp That was a wild time. We have Marshmallow Fluff in the UK. It was different. It's not the same. Ours is a worse version. I'll tell you something else that the Americans do that we don't. Their Fanta is blooming radioactive. Their Fanta colour, just the colour of it is enough to tell you. It's like vivid orange. It's insane. We have Marshmallow Fluff here. Again, not this. It's not. Oh, you're in Australia. Sorry. I wonder if yours is similar to the American one. The American one is way sweeter. Some of the snacks and drinks, you can literally get like this much Dr. Pepper for like $1. They'll be like, "Oh, do you wanna buy 250 milliliters of Baja Blast for like $1.10, or for $1.02, do you want a gallon of it?" And I'm like, a gallon? Yes, why would I drink a gallon? You won't. You'll think you can. You'll convince yourself you can. You won't be able to. And then what you'll do is you'll wait until no one's looking and you'll put it down on the pavement next to you because there's no bins anywhere. And then you'll just hope that it doesn't get knocked over. That was all a bit, by the way. I definitely wasn't speaking from personal experience. Dr. Pepper on tap. Yeah, that's huge. I can send you a picture of my large Dr. Pepper from Burger King right now. I imagine you could. And I think I know what it probably looks like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not even picking this up anymore. Hang on. Let's get that song. It's a bit too intense. Oh, we got the boss battle. Piggy dipping. Piggy dipping in the piggy pond. Dr. Pepper is disgusting. How dare you? Got him. What else? I'm in a storytelling mood, like I said, and I'm trying to think of any stories. Okay, whoa, all right, calm down. There were these kids. Oh, I can't pause, I realize. Every week we would get a new batch of kids. Batch makes it sound like it's industrial. And it was my responsibility. I would take it upon myself to make the welcome banner that they would all get. And I'm going to show you some of them now. Even though none of you asked for them, I'm telling you them. Alright. What role were you in the nativity? I was a shepherd. Alright, we're doing show and tell, alright? Everyone, you didn't ask for this, but you're getting it. So, it was my job to write down the names of each of the individual kids that would be coming to our cabin. Because I want them to feel welcome. And this was one of them that I did. Oh, no. I'll probably turn the brightness down. Hold on. Look, I put all of their names on little Mario mushrooms. Each of them had a little name over the mushroom. And so they would go around and they would see their cabin. And they would be like, oh yeah. And then, hang on. And I changed the theme every week for 2 months. 8 weeks in a row. I changed the theme because I didn't want to ever do the same thing again. I was actually in my report at the end of the month, like my first term with the camp. They were like, I just remembered this. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Okay, they took everybody in and we spoke to the admins and they gave us like a rating out of 5 for individual sections of our performance. So you were hoping for 4s and 5s. And I got a lot of 4s and 5s in ensuring safety, ensuring people feel welcome, ensuring inclusion amongst the group, ensuring energy levels and general like vibe was good in terms of like, okay guys, we're gonna go do this now. We're gonna go and do canoeing, so kayaking. So everyone, listen up to Miller. He's gonna be in charge of telling us what to do and blah blah blah. One of the critiques that I received was that, and this is how he put it, I was a bit of a fun sponge. And what he meant by this was that I would often put the following of rules before fun, which to me sounds like a good thing to do. But he was like, you sometimes follow the rules a little bit too much, to the point where if it's somebody's go on a certain amusement part of the camp, for example, in the pool, you get an hour, you will get them out bang on the hour. Which, fair enough, perhaps I could give them a few more minutes, but it would literally get to the hour and I'd be like, everyone out, kids, get out of the pool. No, your time is up, get out of the pool. I had to like reel it in a little in the second month, because I think people really started to get scared of me. Home with the stopwatch. That's why I became a lifeguard. I was a lifeguard at the pool. And I'd be like, stop that. Stop. You. Stop spitting in his face. Stop spitting the water in his face. Stop pretending like you're drowning. Bit of a sponge of the fun. Any bit of like loose bits of I was a control freak. Oh my gosh. It's not like that personality trait is what made me a manager of the Outsiders series. Crazy. You mean to tell me that C. Owen and his incessant commitment to the following of rules is based on a real personality trait? Oh my god, what? I have always described myself, chat, as a lawful neutral character. Which is, I will follow the rules even when they aren't for the best. If there is a system of rules put in place, I will follow them till I die, even if it's best if I don't. And I know that like I'm a little sneaky boy, but everything I do is within the realms of the rules. And what I mean by that is, when I worked for Raspberry Pi, I would misbehave, but I would misbehave in a way where I would technically not be breaking any of the guidelines that they sent out. I would basically be being immature. Things such as putting a packet on Nutella in one of my friend's pockets so that when he sat down, it looked like he pooped himself. That's a funny joke no matter how old you are. Walking up the down escalator, technically not against the rules. Is that how you know Alex? Yeah, that's how I know Alex. Yeah. Being a rat in the walls of someone's house is not against the rules. It's not against the rules, chat. Being a ghost, okay, do you want to know why I did so well on the hardcore server that I was in a couple years ago? I die in the hardcore server. They say to me, you are now a ghost. You cannot interact with blocks. I say, okay, other than that, am I allowed to do whatever the plugin says? And they're like, yeah. All right, great. Hop into a creative world. What can I do? Oh, I can rod fishing boat. I can like fishing rod boats and move them. I can fishing rod entities and move them. I can spin things in signs. I can use flint and steel to set off creepers. Like all of these things, technically within the realms of what I'm allowed to do, but weren't like factored into the equation. Anyway, that's beside the point. That complete passing by how I did not put you two and two together. Yeah. All of the other people who were ghosts in that hardcore server hadn't taken into consideration that there was a bunch of things that they could do. Anyway, so for one of the days, I made it Pokemon themed. So I painted this, chat. I did this. Weren't you and Bekumon on that server? I was. That's how I became to really know Bekumon more. Look what I did. All of them had a different Pokemon thing. We also printed off a bunch of Pokemon pictures, and I would hide them around the camp. And they all had little cutout felt Pokedexes that I made and stitched together that they put the Pokemon in. And are they all Pokemon themed? It's interesting that you say that, actually. And so I would be like, who wants to go set up the tables for dinner? And they would know, like, the first time, no one wants to do it. No one wants to go set out the tables for dinner because it's for a whole camp. One cabin has to set out dinner for the entire camp. And I'm like, you gotta go do it. And they're like, no. They went, the kids came back, and they were like, oh my gosh, there were Pokemon hidden under the plates and the cups. Look at all the Pokemon we got. Every day for the next week, from the moment they woke up, Owen, can I go put dinner out? Can I go put the plates up for dinner today? Can I be the person who goes and sets up dinner for the camp? Because they would know that 15 minutes beforehand, I would be slipping in those paper bits of Pokemon in between the plates and under the chairs and stuff. It was insane. The washroom, no one wanted to go brush their teeth. I would like recruit one of the safeguarding officers and be like, can you go put these in the boys' bathroom, please? And they'd be like, absolutely. And they would go and put them on the taps, go put them like under the stools, obviously when they weren't occupied. And the kids would be like, I'd be like, all right, everyone's gonna go have a shower and everyone's gonna go brush their teeth. We're gonna sit outside. And they're like, let's go. And it's like a race so you can get them. We put them to bed at 11 p.m., which is quite late for juniors. And they were like, oh, we're going to bed, the good night, and we let them go to sleep. We woke them up 30 minutes later. We set our watches and phones to be 3 in the morning. And they were like, what time is it? What time is it? And I'm like, it's 3 a.m. And they're like, why are you waking us up? Let me look at your phone. What time is it? And I'd be like, look, it's 3 a.m. Look at the phone, Todd. It's 3 a.m. And they were like, why are you waking us up? I think we found a Mewtwo in the sports field. And they're like, what? I'm like, you gotta get out of bed. And they get out of bed and they put their shoes on. And they're still in their pajamas. And we march them out to the field. And I'm like, I think it's under that cone there. The sports cone in the center of the field. And they're like, well, let's go look. And I'm like, guys, it's a Mewtwo. What are you, idiots? Stupid. Listen. No, I didn't. I'd be like, listen. You gotta stun it first. You can't just walk up to it. They're like, how do we stun it? And I'm like, well, it just so happens that we have this massive slingshot here that can fire water balloons across a sports field set up. Wow, where did this come from? Here's 100 water balloons. If you hit the cone, you'll stun the Mewtwo. They got it on the last water balloon. It was like when they used up 75 water balloons, I was like, oh, they're not going to get it. How am I going to explain it? And then the last one, they were like, we got to do this. And I was just going to say, oh, never mind, let's go get it anyway. And they beamed the cone. They used how many? We had this special thing. Actually, we didn't. The camp didn't have this. I had to order it in a week in advance. It was like you attach a hose and it's got like 50 water balloons and you fill it up and then you shake it and it like drops all of the... It's just so informative that really has an effect on you. It's funny you should say that. When I went to camp, we had a rule about changing prior to meal times because we didn't allow bathing suits under clothes at meals. So if anyone did, the camp counselor would hose them down in front of the entire camp. Oh my gosh, that's... Okay. And so... Obviously, these kids had fun. And this is where the fun sponge situation comes in. Because at the end of the camp, the kids found the stash of Pokemon that they hadn't like found yet. There were like 20 or 30 while their parents were picking them up because we were cleaning the cabin. And I found them shoveling Pokemon into their pockets. It was the last day of camp. It didn't mean anything, right? What did you do? I didn't do anything. It didn't mean, it was just paper. But I had to be like, guys, this is so disappointing. Why did you do this? Like, why you can't just grab them? And they're like, oh, sorry. Like, they were fine. We left on good terms. But like, why did I not just go have them? Just have them. Because I care about the rules too much, chat. And I can't be convinced otherwise. That's just me. Own the sad fun sponge. Fast forward 2 years. Lawful neutral strikes again. What? Fun? No. You have to earn these paper Pokemon. Fast forward 2 years. I appeared in a video of a dude. I'm actually going to turn this music off now because it's a bit jarring. It's a bit much. It's just constantly going again and again. It was an all girls company. If a girl got a letter from away, we wrap it in aluminum, put it in a plastic baggie full of rocks and throw it in the deep end of the pool for them to go get. Okay, this sounds a bit hazing. So fast forward 2 years, I make a collaborative video with a guy on YouTube who is renowned for learning things quick. That's like his thing. And I learned how to slackline. One of the comments of that video was, oh my gosh, this guy was my camp counselor 2 years ago. And he made us, I remember him waking us up at 3 in the morning and going and getting a Mewtwo from under a cone in the morning. And I was like, you're kidding me. It was insane. I was like, this is such a small world. The video did get like 1 million views, so it makes sense that someone found it. But it was cool. It was cool. Was it Mike Boyd? It was Mike Boyd. Dude. Anyway, back to where we were. Oh, that's it. I was going to show you guys the last one, and you'll find this one particularly fitting. I made this. Hold on. Ha. And these two. Oh, hold on. The creeper and the skeleton. You can't really see it because of the glare. I was interested in Minecraft even back then, chat. That was the Minecraft themed week. Anyway, there's a little story time for you. Sorry, I kind of went on a tangent there, didn't I? My bad, chat. Hope you didn't mind. You can find the video probably just by typing in hello. Don't type in that. You can find the video on YouTube probably just by typing in Mike Boyd slackline. I'm gonna die. Hold on. Can I link it? Sure. Yeah, why not? Before you do that, real quick. Hold on. I've been meaning to do this anyway, but I would like to do it again. Oh, you did it. It's fine. Huh. You said it a second too late. Yeah, it's all good. Hello, new follower. Hello. Content. Filter by visibility. Public. Apply. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, why not? Yep, yep. One moment, chat. Just doing some actions. I know what you're doing. Oop. Oop. I don't mind most of these, to be honest. That one can go. Edit. Visibility. Private. Aye, you're good. You look 18 because I am. You were in the Mike Boyd slackline video? I edited the Mike Boyd slackline video. It's me in the video. Mike Boyd was going on his honeymoon and he needed some creators to watch over his channel, so that he asked people to like volunteer a skill that they would learn to do. And because I had worked in the circus, I was like, I can probably pick up how to do slacklining relatively quickly. So I said to him, hey, I'm going to do slacklining. I'm probably going to fail a bunch, and that's going to make a funny video. Have me on your channel. And he went, bet. Should I watch it on stream? Did I tell you how much of a grip on your old intro? Your old vlog intro, the black and white, but with saturation before it was the cool. Did I tell you how much of a grip on your old vlog intro, the black and white, but with saturation on your shoes? You're kidding. That's amazing. You worked in the circus? Yeah. You've done so much in your life? It's just because I'm 24. You get more stories. Watch it on stream? Should I watch it on stream? I should probably reach out to Mike. I should be like, hey, yo, man, I'm not actually doing that channel anymore, but I do have this channel. I could teach you how to speedrun in Minecraft. Emulate it and see how to do it. That's cool. I love that, George. That's super wholesome. By the way, chat, this is why we went and found our own forest, because our own bamboo jungle. Because look how much I'm having to get, and it's all for free. Is it the first one that says of no experience, or the first one? I don't know what you mean. I'll just watch it. Oh wait, we need to give the prediction people their thing. Can we do this? Oh, did they do it? No, they already did it. Cool. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Do. Let's just do this in an incognito tab. It's probably better. Mike Bloyd's slackline. It's only 10 minutes. It's a bit indulgent, really, isn't it, for me to watch my own work? Hey ho. Window capture. Don't make source visible. Learn to slackline. Move this down just to above Minecraft. Scale. Transform. Fit to screen. It's a nice walk down memory lane. Hey chat, nice walk down memory lane. Here we are. There's the man himself. Scottish lad mix, Mr. Mike Boyd. He paid me for the video as well. Paid me for the first 3 months of revenue. That was when I realized, oh my gosh, that's insane. Okay, so it's learn how to slackline guest video. I gotta log in, my apologies. Have a good stream. See you later, boy. Here we go.
Currently still on my honeymoon, cycling through wine country in California, but this week we have another guest covering for us. He is going to try and learn to slackline. His name's Owen.
It's me!
Another great underrated gem of YouTube. If you like him, go subscribe to him, go check him out, show him some support.
Thanks, mate.
With all that said and done, Owen, take it away.
I shall. Oh my gosh, I forgot that intro.
Hello, hi. My name, it's Owen.
tiny little baby man, little baby dude. But why did I think that it was right to carry a knife on screen? Why was I like, my first thought was like, yes, a knife. Edgy 18-year-old Owen was like, knife time. When was this made? When was this uploaded? This was uploaded 4 years ago. I would have been 20? Yeah. That was a vibe of early YouTube vlogs. It was, wasn't it? It was like a Casey Neistat. That's who I got it from. Casey Neistat would... Oh my gosh, George! That was insane. How did you do that? I was like, who would I have taken inspiration from? And then was like, Casey Neistat. And then just saw your comment. That's incredible.
It's good to meet you. Don't let the knife put you off. Sorry. Usually on my own channel, I make videos about magic.
Big fan of Casey Neistat.
If not that, then usually just whatever.
Chat, be honest with me. Do I go back to that haircut? Do I go back to the short hair? Bro, I was a lot more lean back then. No? Oh wow. Okay, I was really expecting to say yeah. Well, okay, that's a shock because I was going to get my hair cut sometime next week. This was when I was like prime, like this was a year after me being in the circus. So I'm probably coming off of as fit as I have been in my life at any point now, which is why I'm able to do the slacklining stuff. Go for it. Luan's just like, yeah, cut your hair off. Everyone's going to hate it, but I want to see you cut your hair off just to trim.
I feel like uploading. But today I'm going to be doing something which I have never tried before. I'm going to be attempting to learn...
Genuinely good slackline, by the way. I'm not going to pause it all the time. Genuinely good slackline, that one. What is it called? Trailblaze. Would recommend it. It's only like 25 quid, 30 quid.
Slacklining.
Yo, Kenajana, thank you very much for the... Kenajana, sorry, thank you very much for the raid. We're currently looking at an old video that I made for Mike Boyd in 2018. Hello, raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Mike said that I could use any song from Epidemic Sound because he has a license for it. My goodness, I spent hours looking through their catalog. I'd never gotten access to a royalty-free, paid-for music production category, like catalog. And, their music is just so good. Do you remember This Is So Good? It was. How do you remember This Is So Good? It was 4 years ago? I just remember it. I'm loving this already. I don't live on a... hold on. I don't live on a boat. So I had to get the video done within like a week. And I thought to... No, that was it. I needed to start the video. I'm currently on holiday with my girlfriend and her family. And we are traveling across the Northern Canal waterways. And we live on a boat for this. And so the entire time that we were going along, I was constantly looking for places to moor up and do the rope and finally do the slackline. And we finally found a spot. Are you kidding me? I can't believe this, chat. I can't believe that they would do us dirty like that. How dare they? How dare they? No free advertising for you. Okay, hold on. I really like those people. They were really nice. They were good buskers. Oh. There she is. Sorry, just kind of...
Okay, so we have this...
showing on stream.
I have no experience with this at all. I've never done anything like it. So I don't know where...
Bro, your face is so thin. What the heck? What is good? I want to be this dude. I miss this guy. I want to be this guy again.
Slackline and not knowing how to slackline. So I'm going to set myself the primary objective of getting from one side of the slackline to the other and back again without touching the ground and without touching a tree. However...
I know that like this is me that I'm talking about, but his skincare routine is way better than mine.
Another target to do a forwards roll from standing...
I'm going back to the Sub-SMP after this.
...without falling off. I don't know how difficult that will be, but let's give it a go. As always, this is day 1, hour 0.
Do I say 0 there? This is you before Nail ruined your life. True. Do I say 0? Because everyone in the chat says, everyone in the comment section says that I say 0. I think I legitimately at no point in the editing process did I ever think that I said 0. I have a lisp. It's very faint. All right, chat. All right, haha. All right.
I don't know how difficult that will be, but let's give it a go. As always, this is day 1, hour 0.
It's like halfway between an R and a W. First mistake of the video that I wish I could go back and change. That clock is set to 24 frames a second. The video is actually filmed in, I think, 30 frames.
Zuo.
This means that the timer is off by about an hour by the end of it. Jonathan Ross Arc, yes. It's way scarier when you're actually up here. It is way scarier when we're actually up here. I'm gonna move my face cam real quick, just down. Wow. So what you're about to see is the first time that anyone gets onto anything that requires balance, be that a slack line, be that a tightrope, be that roller skates or anything, in that your brain will subconsciously overcorrect on the balancing. If it feels like you're leaning too far one way, it'll put a lot of effort to lean you the other way, which will naturally put you out of whack, and you'll just go back and forth and you'll oscillate between this, just doing this again and again. You'll see that, and it puts a lot of people off when they first start because they think that they can't slackline. You can. You just need to wait for your brain to get used to how much to adjust your weight by. Look, hold on. Oh. I do a little wobble wobble. You see, I'm like, my legs are like trembling. I can't even get like a step. What have I walked in on? Hello. What? Look at me wobbling. I'm just like, ba 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 ba.
Why is this so high?
I 100% didn't need to set it that high. If you're going to learn slacklining, I'm about like 2 foot off the ground. Put it barely like this much off the ground. And also, this slackline had way too much slack in it. And everybody in the comment section, oh, you bet your bottom dollar that they told me. They look sped up. It isn't, I promise you. That slackline is way too slack. It needs to be way, way tighter. And the clamp off on, I don't know if this will actually appear on stream. This bit here needs to be shut. Because if it's not shut, this whole thing could like slip out any moment. And I'll just like eat the ground. So, you know, they certainly let me know. Can be like camping, yeah. He's dancing to the music. I am. Did it come off? No, at no point did it come off.
Come on! Okay, halfway done. One side to the other. I've still got to do the other way without touching the ground, so I don't know why I'm celebrating. This is day 2.
See, that clamp's not closed. Bad Owen, not closing the clamp. I was doing this while I was doing my like final year, like no, my second year of university. I would literally revise for the exam, leave for 20 minutes, record a section, go back, revise for another exam, get the train, do the exam, come back, film the rest of this video. Just again and again. This is me learning to slackline a while ago. Not very fun, Sponge of you? No, I know. Can you still do it? Yeah. It will take me some time to like, look at the slack, bro. That slack line is so slack. You'll also notice that my feet are perpendicular to the slack line. Apparently, that's not how you're meant to learn how to do slacklining. But part of the joy of this series that Mike Boyd asked is that we didn't look up how to do it beforehand. It's so slack. Look at the slack line. It needs to be, that ratchet in the center of the slack line needs to be pulled tighter so that the whole thing is tighter and gives less. Right now, it's like swaying like this. It needs to be firm. So it's not really that slack of a line. Apparently, you're meant to walk with your feet parallel to the line, but I didn't know. I just did whatever was easiest. Turning around was tricky. So like a tightrope? Yeah, but more slack than a tightrope.
Yes, yes, yeah!
How long did that take me? 40 minutes, 48 seconds to learn to walk from one side to the other. Mike Boyd was big on celebration, so I really had to like big up how excited I was by that.
One side to the other and back again. Now to front roll. I'm so dead. I'm gonna first try and just do an ordinary front.
So in case you missed the beginning of the video, my rule to myself was I have to learn how to do a front roll because that sounded easier than doing any other kind of trick. It wasn't, I later found out in the year. Doing a front roll on a slackline is actually insanely difficult, which is why I give it up halfway through the video and go to a more simple trick. But I didn't know, no one told me. I didn't learn how to do this beforehand. Hello, how's it going, Mushroom?
How my front roll is.
There's just me rolling along the tip of my spine, by the way, which you absolutely shouldn't do. You can see I go into a shoulder roll later on. Never do a front roll of the...
Introducing the first
Google.
all Google phone.
I'd rather you didn't do that, Google. Mike, I see why you got so much money from this video now, mate. You absolutely riddled it with ads. And you know what? Get that bag, bestie. I don't blame you. Yo, ads, let's go. How long ago was that? 4 years ago. Maybe I'll do a... Maybe I'll go down to the beach and suspend the slack line. Actually, no, the beach has a bunch of stones on it, so I'm not going to do that. That would be foolish of me. follow up. Maybe I'll do one day. Doot 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 doot. Can you do a follow up live? I'll certainly try. Just waiting for this ad to end. It's another 15 seconds. We'll see how it goes. That would be foolish of me. Get it? I don't get it. Please don't do it over the Brighton beach. Yeah, that would be... Oh, here we go. And thus the beginning of my pain. And one of the reasons why I wasn't able to perfect the trick that I wanted to do. Because this is the beginning of me getting a spine injury that will stay with me for a while. Oh, hold on. I need to turn the sound back on. It's not one specific thing that happens that causes me the injury. It's the constant stress of landing on my back in many of these examples. I need to do that without touching the ground now.
This is day 4, now with an added mattress.
Not really a mattress, really. I think it's called a Z bed, but it did certainly soften the blow. The more I hurt myself, the more I got in my own head about not wanting to do it anymore. You can see the relief in my face. Bro. He is just... Like, imagine... Just take into consideration, right? Imagine kneeling on a small ledge and then committing yourself to a front roll and not even... Notice how I don't even touch the slackline. The slackline does nothing to save me in this particular one. Just straight onto my back.
So this is when I started to realise that this particular trick was a little out of my skill range. I didn't feel like I was going to be able to do the trick anytime soon, but at the same time, I wanted to learn something. So I decided to pivot my focus and instead try and learn how to do a butt bounce.
This is way more fun. The butt bounce is great fun. I needed to learn first how to like just bounce on the rope while sitting down. And then like just do that. I just needed to learn how to sit. Then I started like getting used to like bouncing on it. So essentially a slackline is like a 2D trampoline. A trampoline obviously is like a square or circular shape. This is just a line. But professionals use it where they like get a bunch of bounce and then they do a backflip and they land on the slackline again. So that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm learning how to bounce on the slack line to give me enough slack to the point where I can jump back on it again. Counterintuitively, the more slack you have, the harder this is. So the tighter the rope is, the easier it is to get bounce. I found that out a while ago.
So I've made the line lower and tighter in the hopes that will give me a bit more bounce, so I can actually bounce back up. So
there you go. Trial and error, chat. Look at me, I'm so gangly. Look at, I wasn't expecting so much bounce from tightening it. So look at my arms, they're like, what?
Okay, yeah, that's a bit more.
Close one. This is my first one going from standing. Hold on. Look at the face of pure joy. He's pogging, chat. He's pogging. He's pogging, chat. Hold on. Oh, did my monitor just turn off? Oh, dear. Come on. New Mo. You actually did pog that. I did. It's true. Did my monitor just completely die? Come back. There you go. It's back again. Okay. All right. Here we go. Young little Owen. Oh. And herein lies the problem with this specific trick. Rather than hurting my back, I was putting something of much or equal value at risk, which anybody will know. Because now it's so high up, I catch myself here. I do not catch myself later. The higher I have to raise it at some point to the point where my feet can't touch the ground if I'm standing either side of it. If I don't do it, I won't be able to get the bounce I need. It would be like putting a trampoline too close to the ground to the point where you can't get the whole bounce that you need. Because real slacklining, you don't touch the ground at any point. But I'm using the ground as power to push myself back up again to train. So let's wait for that moment. You'll know when it comes. Here it is. Wait for it. The tree didn't deserve that. Yeah, the tree was collateral. I felt myself falling and just reached for the first thing that I could find, which was a leaf. And it went boop. So what happened there was my foot slipped off. And I assumed it would stay put. So I boop. Yeah, not fun. Big oofsies. At this point, all of the pressure from me landing on my spine like that is starting to get to me to the point where I have trouble going to bed at night. That hurt the most. It wasn't the hitting in between the legs. It wasn't the falling onto my back. It was going with full force to the side of the slackline so that it fully compressed and then it's slapping up into my face. I'm all right now. Yeah, I'm fine now. Yeah. Bruh. A masculine urge to do irreparable damage to your body for the sake of a YouTube video. Here it is. Well done, Owen. Oh. Of course, Mike added the thing there. Of course, he added the ad there. Ad breaks galore. Falling and getting whacked in the face. Can't believe it. Wowee. I do it again in a second. I also show one of my larger wipeouts that I do. Bum, bum, ba-da. You could hear it? Yeah, it was a proper thwack. Like, whoosh. Hold on. It did hurt, chat. It did hurt. 2 hours, 16 minutes. Probably longer. Probably more like 3.5 hours. So many people thought I cheated on the time. They were like, there's no way that he did it in 2 hours. They were like really surprised. And I was like, I promise I'm not lying, bro.
Small child me used to have a slackline in the backyard and getting thwacked was the worst thing.
Getting thwacked was the worst thing.
Okay, so technically, yes, my foot did touch the ground. However, that's more for stability than it is power to get me back up onto the slackline.
I would occasionally try to not have my feet touch the ground, but your foot touching the ground for that like split second gives you a lot of stability that you don't realize. It's not just power, it's also stability. And this is what happens when you don't touch the feet on the ground. Someone was watching as I did that. My pride was hurt more than my my actual body.
Power to get me back up onto the slackline. I'm sure if given enough time, I could learn how to do this without putting my feet on the ground.
I ate the ground.
That's for another day because my back hurts so much. Wonder if I could do it again.
Wonder if I could. I wanted to show that I could do it again because I didn't want them to think it was a fluke. But in all regards, it was probably a fluke.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so I guess that concludes.
This is my least favorite part of the video. I didn't need to do this. I could have just said, there were better ways to do this. I wanted to show that I was a magician, but I wanted to save all of my best tricks for my own channel. So I recycled old tricks, which aren't good.
My first step. I'm sorry. I guess that concludes my first.
This is very 2018 YouTube.
This feels like a good time to have a montage, but it would essentially just be me walking and sitting, which you've already seen a lot of. Instead, I guess I'll jot down what I've learned from this experience. Here's my top 3 points.
That's just catching a card, but the wind was so windy so that most of the time if I threw it too high, it would just get blown away. So
be afraid to put safety precautions down when learning.
You didn't say, I'm sorry. That is the, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, that's still something I do. The bit where I like say something and then go, and immediately cut it off. I apologize.
New skill. It might seem stupid to have a mattress on the floor when you're that close to the ground, but when you're falling onto your back 50 times a day, you'll be glad that you put the extra safety precaution in. Number 2.
God, bro, you're so bad. I hate you so much. I take everything back. You are the worst of me. Look at you. Look at your smug little face. No one thinks you're that cool. No, what you did just then wasn't that interesting. No one cares, mate.
2. Set your goals wisely. It's good to have ambitious end goals to give you something to strive towards.
These are all good points, but they're ruined by the terrible...
Here's the amount of time I spent trying to do a front roll, and here's the amount of time that I
Don't be so mean, I will be.
managing to do a seat drop. I could have cut out this whole middle section and made this whole thing much easier if I hadn't have been trying to go for such an ambitious trick. Just because it's a trick titled beginner doesn't mean that you should turn your nose
No one cares. No one cares. Button up your shirt.
rather than jumping straight in, which I have a tendency to do. Number 3, something that
You're a disgrace in the magic circle. Stephen Bridges would be disappointed in you. He is disappointed in you, I know he is.
I wasn't expecting from this was how motivated I was to keep this challenge.
Okay, now that one is lame, yeah.
Despite how frustrated I was about the lack of progress I was making. I think this is partially down to the fact that I was making...
Why aren't you wearing shoes? I didn't like wearing shoes younger.
Show the end product in the video. So if you're ever feeling like you want to try a new skill...
Bruh, you look like my dad when he was learning card magic. Bruh, it was my job. I just had to... Bruh, not Luan being like, okay, that one was lame. Thanks for that.
It might be a good idea to set up a camera and record yourself learning to do it. It might motivate you more. I don't know.
I miss having this garden. I miss living with my parents and having a massive garden. You never know you miss gardens until you don't have one, chat.
And that's it, really.
I'm joking. Wait, is that me? I'm kidding with you.
Yeah, special thank you to Mike, of course, for giving me this opportunity to be on his channel. I'm very thankful for that. If you guys want to see more content with me in it,
That's kind of a compliment,
go
fair.
check out my channel. If you want to see magic content,
There he is.
basically other stuff that I make. I haven't really got a theme. If you want to do that, you can head over to my channel called New Green Shoe. Cheeky little plug there, cheeky little self-plug, in case you couldn't tell. That was the plug. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to go try and learn how to do a backflip.
No, you're not.
Slackline. That'll be fun.
No, you're not. You're a liar. You never did. You never tried to learn that. You're a stinking liar, mate. Oh, I got rid of the wrong thing. Was that a plug? It was a cheeky plug. Let's see more New Green Shoe. You guys came here to see Minecraft, bro. What else could I possibly show you? Hold on. If I don't show it on stream, you guys will just go watch it on yourselves. Hold on. Oh, I want to show you this one actually. I want to show you this video. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. No one is allowed to say, okay.
New green shoe, yet you didn't wear shoes. Scam.
Don't you feel foolish now, eh? Don't you feel like a right mug right now? God, to see the look on your face right now, T-Hawk. To just chatting while we do this? Yeah, probably a good idea. Let's do that. I'll do that now. Boop. Okay, I'm gonna put the at a certain point of this trick, I'm going to put the stream into emote only. Okay. Hey Josie.
Hello everybody, my name is Owen Daughtry and today I'm going to be showing you some card magic, and I want to use the principle of deja vu. You know what deja vu is, the feeling that we've been here before. Now, when a magician performs magic, he usually performs it to either the person standing next to him and you observe, or he performs it to the camera and you observe.
Happy feet.
Either way, you're always observing, you're never interacting. I want to break
the hair's different. The hair changes daily.
I want you to interact with me right now behind this.
This took so many takes.
Magic today. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Deja vu. You know what it is? The feeling that we've been here before.
A lecture? That's because you are. The magic is very much like that.
It doesn't make sense, which is why I came up with the idea of social interaction. We're going to give you an idea of deja vu.
Cringe? Yeah, I agree.
That's what a bold claim. Right. And
the styles got better?
Yeah. It's the feeling that we've been here before. In fact, actually, we have been.
Christmas tree.
Sorry, we need to have the card.
You at a church? I am.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, in a second, I'm going to flip through these cards, and you are going to look for one. Now, don't choose.
Okay, chat. In a second, I'm going to flip through these cards and you're going to look for one. All right? You have to choose a card that you see.
Favorite one, don't choose one and then change your mind. I just want you to look through and choose one. And it's going to be quite quick, so make sure you watch closely. Don't choose the one on the bottom as well. Everyone always does that. Be a little bit original. Okay, sorry, that was a bit too quick. I'll do that a little bit slower. Really look for one. Okay, now, you should be thinking of a playing card. Really lock it in your mind. In fact,
Bruno Hearts, if you saw a card, then you're thinking of one. Don't change it if you saw it. We're not going to show it again.
take a few seconds to scroll down and hit that like button to solidify that idea in.
Okay, a few people have cards.
Joking. This is YouTube, not Facebook. Sorry, I forgot where I was for a second. We don't do that here. Anyway, you're thinking of a playing card. That's a social interaction. The deja vu comes to the point when you feel like you've seen this before. End on a dance. Always end on a dance. That's the number one rule. End on a dance. King of Diamonds. End on a dance.
Doesn't always work. But it definitely did in some cases. Good. Good.
Okay.
Thanks, chat.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
Hello there, mate. No one cares. Fair enough, fair enough. Doesn't always work, but majority of the time, it does. I'm trying to show you I'm trying to think what else I could show you. I can show you this actually. This is very sweet. The people that I show the magic to, these people are very cute. Not this dude. You're so sassy your past self. I have to be. I have to hold myself accountable for my lameness.
Hello, everybody. My name is Owen Daughtry, and today I'm going to be showing...
Do I go back to that hairstyle, chat? If I cut this all off, it will do that. The only reason it isn't doing that right now is because it's too heavy and it can't form little ringlets. I love how Luan just wants my hair to be anything but this. No? Chat, I've got to cut my hair at some point. Christian Minecraft server he's in?
Please don't cut your hair.
Why? Maybe halfway? Maybe like this much? Haircut stream? That would be so awkward. No, I wouldn't want to do that.
Some people on the streets, some magic involving their pockets. So let's see how that goes.
Here I am. Intense music. As a young magician, I was still trying to find my way in terms of what style I wanted to do. You could go down very corny, very jokey, very casual. You could go down very corny, very jokey, one-liner kind of magic. You could go down casual, like dude just wearing a jacket, and he's just like, we'll do this. Let's do a trick with this. Watch, poof. It's gone. Like that kind of thing. Or you can go down like David Blaine, kind of mental, like whoa, it's really, or Chris Angel, mind freak, kind of like insanely angsty kind of thing. I'm still finding my way. I'm not entirely sure what I want my style to be yet. Right now, I'm just young magician is essentially what I'm doing here. Hold on. Reacting to my old videos.
What are your names, sorry?
Phoebe.
Phoebe? Naomi.
Really lovely people, by the way.
A lot of people think that magicians can take like an invisible banknote, fold it up, and shoot it into your back pocket. Right, go ahead and check. Go ahead and feel.
These people came from Yorkshire, by the way. Those three people came from Yorkshire, and they just happened to be in town.
Phoebe and Naomi, was it? Yeah. Perfect. The fact that you went back there shows that you have a vivid enough imagination to believe that kind of thing, right? Okay. So what I'm gonna try and do is, I can't do it with notes, but I'm gonna try attempt it with
Yorkshire.
What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take 10 cards. I'll give you 10 cards, and I'll give me 10 cards. We'll go 1, 2, 3.
But what? I'm clicking everything, chat.
Pop them in the box, if I can find it. Yes.
Chat, I'm so nervous in this situation. Like, within the confines of this video. I am very much, like, scared that I'm going to do the trick wrong. This is the first time I've gone out and done magic in public really like this.
Yeah, perfect. Just to keep them safe, open that
You
up
can see my hands are not good.
and close it tight to make sure
These
that-
people don't care. These two people don't care everything that I'm doing.
Start a hand for me and just hold on to these. Perfect. So in my spare time, I like to research how different people count cards, as in literally counting one card after another, not like counting cards in a casino or anything. And what I was interested
Funny that I say that because I do actually end up getting taught how to count cards. So, by Stephen. So,
in the other day is I found something called the Las Vegas counting style, which is they use in when there's an eye in the sky, a camera in the sky, to show that they are that many.
this is all lies. None of this is true.
Mark, I'll get you to count the cards for me. Perfect. Thank you very much, Hope. I'll take the cards out. And what I need you to do is, could you just make like a, with that hand there, perfect, make that kind of grip, and just like that. And we'll take these and just squish it there. Now, Chris, all you need to do is take one of the cards from the top, just like that, put it underneath.
Shaky hands.
Count.
Mine, thank you very much for the sub.
Okay. That's one, yeah. So, and do another one. But the second
So
one,
he's just counting cards right now to show that there's 10 cards. Okay.
2, 3,
Yo, thank you very much. Mine, 8.
6,
Me rubbing my hands together because I don't know what to do with them, so I'm just being a little rat.
9.
and 10. Perfect. Okay, stop there. What we're going to do is, I'd like you to just mirror my actions. Go ahead and take this. Take this hand, put it behind your back.
This seems like a really lame trick, by the way, and I'll agree. From a magician's perspective and a performer's perspective, so far nothing interesting has happened. You wouldn't get away with doing this in a pub. You wouldn't get away with doing it on, like, TV or anything. If you're working in a bar, this wouldn't fly. People would get bored. You have to be really quick. But it does have the lady staring into the soul. But it does have a nice ending. So
Take the other hand, put that behind your back as well. Hold on to the cards in this hand. So now there's nothing in this hand. Go ahead and lift up your coat and pop them into your back pocket if you could.
Okay.
Perfect.
such specific directions. It doesn't need to be that specific.
I'll take 10 cards as well. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So we both have 10 cards. Is essentially just so we're all ball up to speed. We all know what's happening.
Watch, we take the
We both have
cards.
10 cards.
We flick them once, just like that, just once. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Right, watch, I'll show you again. If we take the card just like this from this distance, we'll take it
Hey, Sam.
and squeeze, and that just disappears. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey,
When-
Sam.
Could you lay your hands out flat like a tabletop? I'm going to put these in your hands. You go ahead and sandwich it like that. And just rub them together gently. Just keep going, keep going. Stop. Just there. It happened. Go ahead and take your hands off. Could you count the cards into my hand? We started with 10. 1,
Is it under your sleeve?
3,
4, 5, 6.
One's
7.
disappeared again.
Another one's disappeared.
The old lady, bless her heart, she is the kindest and nicest person I've ever performed magic to. This woman is so kind.
Chris, I need you to just go ahead and make a pinching motion with your finger. And one at a time, take out the cards from your back
So we each had 10 cards. 3 cards have disappeared from my hands.
and into my, yeah, perfect. Yep.
Does it matter which way?
No, that's fine. 1.
People from Yorkshire are the nicest.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll all count together. It'll be great. 3, 4, 5, 6,
7,
8, 9, 10,
But you only had 10.
11,
11.
But you only had 10. Like, yeah, that's the trick.
12. Last one, 13. Stop right there.
Them 3 cards.
I had 10 cards. You had 10 cards.
wait, it gets better. That's not the whole thing. That's not the thing.
At the beginning of this trick, I told you that magicians can do this thing when they throw a bill into your pocket. I said I couldn't do that. I kind of lied, actually. I've got some banknotes, some crumpled up banknotes. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 banknotes, yeah? What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these up. Hold
I'm
them.
actually quite proud of this trick, to be honest. It's difficult to do.
Naomi, just like you did before, squeeze this in between your 2 hands and just rub, just like that. Watch, what you can do is, hopefully, stop right there. I think it just happened. Go ahead and open up your hands. We had 5, right?
Yeah.
Watch.
Old tenors, yeah.
Go ahead and count those bills. We had 5, right? Go ahead and count them out.
1,
Yes, the old British notes.
3,
4.
This is Chris's reaction is my favourite.
There's one
Where's
missing.
the one gone?
The guy's reaction, the auction man.
Go ahead.
So weird.
Where's the other one?
Where do you think the other one
It's in
is?
my pocket.
Go ahead.
I'm off before it
Don't
starts.
tell you it's in my pocket.
Go for it. Have a look.
Look at his face. I love him so much.
You're joking. Dear me.
I would let you have that, but that's my lunch money for a week.
There's a note in my pocket, I'll tell you now. When I give you them cards back, there's a note left in my pocket.
There's a note left in my pocket. There's a note left in my pocket.
Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow,
Cheers.
that was very impressive.
Thanks.
Well done, man.
Thank you very much. I would give that to you, but that's my lunch money, and university students are broke. Thanks very
Haha, very funny. Owen, shut up.
Cheers.
Wait, this old old lady here. Wait.
Great to see
When
you.
we passed you, I saw him with his
Cheers, lads.
guitar.
Thanks, cheers. Have a lovely day, thanks.
Bye. What is he doing with
It's
it?
a nice camera.
Now I know.
It is a good camera. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.
She was like, when I first was walking up to you, I was like, that's a nice camera. And I was like, what's he doing with that camera? And now I know. Now cards in my pocket, I'll tell you that. God, I love them. All right, I'm going to show one more. This one's actually quite a lot of tricks all at once. Which one? Hold on. Yeah, I prefer showing you this one. Love the elderly. Thanks, chat. I'll take the compliments. This was at Summer in the City, which is a YouTube convention that I used to go to.
Buddy?
We're doing some more magic right now.
I am doing
Throw back.
Can I join in? Is that alright?
No.
No. Oh.
I just need you to tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Should have added subtitles, really. This is before I knew subtitles, like Minecraft things were a thing.
There. Okay. Let's see what you got. In fact, I don't want to see it. In fact, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Okay.
You go ahead and look at
Done?
it.
Yeah. All good.
Cool. Whenever you want, just go ahead and throw it back in. Stay around like there.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's it.
Oh, I put it. No, I just put it in when you were shuffling.
Oh, you put it in.
Because I'm younger.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Tell you what, we'll try something else. Snap my fingers once.
I've also somehow gotten whiter over the years. That's a bit probably because I'm spending so much time inside.
It's not it.
Didn't say it was.
Didn't say
Just
it
said it
was,
was the
so
four
it's all good,
spades.
it's all good.
Doesn't
Let's
matter.
go,
Tell you
let's
what.
go.
Okay, I messed up once when I was dribbling the cards. I messed up again. That's not your card. I'll tell you what. We'll take the four spades and I'll take my anger out on it. We'll go ahead and leave this down here.
Okay.
And I'll just.
Being a Minecraft streamer would do that to you? Yeah, no kidding.
That I have one less card to worry about. This way,
Right.
I can just keep going through the entire. Could you make it like just hold out your hand and just crush that up? Thank you. Just keep that there. Just
Not the mum in the background, just staring.
what was your card?
It was the
I'll just.
You were four spades. No.
Man had a phase of outer shirts. Chat. When in doubt, a man can wear an outer shirt as a treat and say that he knows how to fashion. It's just the way it is. I don't make the rules. So wait, what did I just say? I ripped up a card, I put it in his hand.
And just crush that up. Thank you. Just keep that there. Just keep that.
I think I put the four of clubs in his hands.
It was the six of spades.
The six of spades. So I was close.
I put the four spades in his hand and he's saying the six of spades is...
You were four spades. No, it's not. It's not good enough. If we go ahead and go through six of spades.
There we are. Found it.
Okay.
Thank you, George.
I'll try something else. If we take the six of spades, what's closely? If we give it all, just shake it.
Whoa.
That changes to the four spades. But
Bing. This guy's called Bing. He's very lovely, but...
What's in my hand? Should we find out?
Let's give it a go.
Chat.
That's the six of spades.
That is definitely the six of spades. Very impressive.
Hey.
Bing is so lovely. James, you must know him, yeah. So there's a trick. It is renowned amongst British people that the way we react to magic is simply by going, oh, what? That's kind of weird, isn't it? So, fancy that. Cool, I didn't expect that to happen. That's essentially how we do reactions to magic. When I went to the States and I performed magic there, they lost their minds. I cannot even begin to describe the insanity of the reactions that I received. I can imagine having reacted so much better. It's so much better. They're like, that's insane! Like, one of them will, like, get out of their chair and just run out the building. Like, they would rather just leave. One of them will, like, hit something off a table and be like, ah! And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Can you teach me that trick maybe, Magic? That wasn't the good trick. The good trick's coming up. Oh wait, hold on. Bing Jim, there you go.
Good friendship right here. One of my favourites.
This is my friend Sylvia, she's lovely.
It's one of my favourites because the
Underrated, criminally underrated Sylvia, a YouTuber, or doesn't do YouTube so much anymore, an incredible, is it Sylvie? It is Sylvie, isn't it? Yeah, they are the best. I said Sylvia, that is not correct. Her name's actually Sylvie. I'm surprised you know them, George. They are an incredible artist. I might even go follow go join the Discord. I'm going to be putting their Instagram in the Discord because oh my gosh, their art is actually insane. They're wanting to become a like full-time artist, and her landscape stuff is just incredible.
Magic happens in less than a second. Okay?
You can barely hear what I'm saying here because the background loud is so noisy, but I'm basically saying this is one of my favorite tricks because the magic happens in less than a second.
Show you what I mean by that in a second. Ella says hi everyone. Check out her channel.
I miss Ella.
On the channel before, and she's amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. We're going to be using 4 cards.
Toby, who streams. I don't know this man's name. I never got his name. And Emmy, who also streams.
That Joker.
Toby and Emmy.
I'm going to make my jokers switch places with your jokers. And just like that, mine switch places.
What's your Discord called? You can join it just by clicking here.
That's not very impressive, like, because they look identical, yeah? But obviously that isn't very impressive because they all look the same, right? Pretty crazy. No, okay, I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to show you, this is the bit that I was talking about. You see, I'm going to switch them again, but a little bit more interesting. Watch close. Just there, did you see it?
So we've seen 4 Jokers so far.
But they haven't switched with each other. They've switched to aces. Check it out. Look, take a look. They switched places again. Yeah, but they didn't switch places with the jokers. They switched places with the aces. Go ahead, turn over, show. I hate you. Oh, that's the best response I've had.
Ta-da. That's pretty much it.
The aces. Wait. The aces.
The kind of magic that I do is not very flashy. It's like very psychological. I want to show you. I keep saying one more, but this one actually is very visual, so it will work for Twitch. How are you doing that? This one works very well for Twitch.
Hello everybody.
Oh, that's loud.
And today I'm going to be showing you some magic.
Okay, I basically talk about the premise of magic and blah blah blah. I'm talking about how you can inspect the items if you're here, but you can't. Extreme discomfort and awkward confused laugh. Yes.
I'm going to be filling up the bottle with.
I fill up the bottle of water. Blah 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 blah. This magic trick is so quick that it's like a 2-minute video. Put the cap on. It's a bottle of water. That's all you need to know.
This clear biro pen. You can see that just writes as normal. It's not a special pen.
I had to clench my teeth to do that because I hate
Another thing.
Ink on my skin.
A lot of people think that magicians.
Blah 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 blah. I'm basically talking about magic.
That's not the case.
And I'm putting a stopwatch on camera so that you can like assume that there's no cuts.
Continuous cut. Anyway, you came to see some magic. Let's start the timer, and I'll show you something.
Here's my friend James.
Watch. We have a pen.
All right. All of the talking is out of the way. Pen and bottle are the 2 things that you need to know in this situation. Bottle full of water, pen, piggy dipping at the piggy pond. The outer shirt is back. Outer shirt's always got to be there.
Have a bottle. Keep your eyes on the pen. You can see that travel.
I literally looked away and missed it.
If you were here, I would give this.
Ta-da!
Examine it, make sure everything's fair. But for now, you're gonna have to take my word that is an incredible bit of magic with an ordinary, everyday object.
That one I actually quite like.
Videos whenever they do any visual magic. Camera. Hey, you came to see some magic. Let's start the timer, and I'll show you something.
Oh, I'll even do your favorite chat. I'll even put it in slow motion for you. How about that? In fact, I'm going to be so bold as I haven't even seen it in 0.25 speed, but we're going to look at it.
Hello.
Here we go. Beep, boop, boop, bop. Slow mode, a magician's worst enemy. I don't like that it disappears off screen. I wish I had held the bottle a little bit taller. Ba-ba.
Here, I would give this to you. You could examine it. You can see that travels. Anyway, you came to see some magic. Let's start the timer, and I'll show you something incredible. Watch. We have a pen. We have a bottle.
I see the trick now. I guarantee you don't.
You can see that travels straight through the bottle, just like that. If you were here,
This is the one thing that I'm confident in saying that you don't know how it's done.
But for now, you're gonna have to take
Because it's not possible to see how it's done through the video.
bit of magic with an ordinary.
Because I remember slowing this down to frame by frame and being like, there's a hole in the lid? No, I literally show at the beginning of the trick.
So you can see that is
Look.
one solid bottle. There's no way in or out other than the cap, but that's on securely. Next thing is...
The bottle's an ordinary bottle. The pen's an ordinary pen. That's why I filled it with water, so you'd be able to see if there was a gap because the water would come out. Because if there was a hole in the lid, the water would be coming down a bit.
You can see that travels.
And I actually have to actually take the lid off.
I would give this to you. You could examine it.
Look, I take the cap off.
For now, you're gonna have to take my word that that is an incredible bit of magic with an ordinary everyday object.
The sun was really bright that day. My dad is trying to be a magician. That's why I said you look like... I'm joking. It's fine. It's weird. Is there a hole in the side? You would see. I pulled in it. There's no hole. It's an ordinary bottle, ordinary pen. What other stuff do I have that is very visual? I could show you... Just check it's not a cut. Promise it's not a cut. It's from your finger placement. That's all good, Blue Bear. I could show you this. It's not ordinary. I can see in the end of the video. Well, you can't because I'm telling you it's ordinary. So as a magician, you have to take my word at some point because this is a video. And I promise you now, on God, it's an ordinary bottle and it's an ordinary pen. On God. And as you can see, I'm standing in a church. So that means a lot to me.
We're good? Okay. Hello, guys. Owen Daughtry is here right now.
Oh, wow. I just doxed my last name. I've done it before already on stream. It doesn't matter.
Somebody asked me whether or not I can steal a watch without anybody noticing. And I can't.
Bro, I talk so much in these videos.
Sadly, but
I could just like, boop. Do you know how to do magic tricks still? I do. The 5th video you say your name. Oh yeah, fair. It's just only that one that I noticed that I was doing it. Alright chat, you get to see this once. I've shown you it before, but you're only getting to see it once. It was literally in the title of the bottle and pen. Yeah, fair enough. I don't mind. It's all good. There. You've seen that plenty of times, but it's one of my favorite ones to do because it's just so quick. Boop.
Expand it and pull it over the wrist. And a lot of magicians don't go near those watches because of that. But it got me thinking whether or not there was a way around this problem. And it reminded me of a trick that I learned a very long time ago to do with rubber bands and pens.
Love that one? Yeah, it's a fun one.
Form for you guys today. But
Bravo, again.
I'm going to use a spoon.
I missed it? Oof, sorry.
Now, when people see that a magician takes out a spoon...
Wait a dang minute.
Bending it with the power of his mind. But I'm not going to be doing that.
Because it's just actual real life magic and I don't trust it.
Also because I can't do it. Anyway,
as my friend Stephen Bridges.
The rubber band and putting it
always putting a rubber band on a spoon, everybody. You know, normal things in normal everyday life.
Next, if we twist the rubber
always twisting around the thing, you know, normal things like everyday life.
Of the watch. Finally,
always wrapping it around normal things.
So it really is on there. If you were here,
yeah, the white V-neck is back. Rubber band, spoon magic. You know when you're walking around in life and you've got a rubber band and a spoon. You know, those normal situations where you've got a rubber band and a spoon.
We'll hold on to the spoon like this, and I'll keep the other side of the spoon stationary. Watch. We'll turn it multiple times like this, and you can see...
oh my gosh, the rubber band phases through the spoon.
I was stealing your watch, but you can see that you pull the rubber band just off the spoon, just like that.
That's the boring bit. Get to the interesting bit.
If I could do this with a rubber band, then maybe I could do this with something a little bit solid, like...
a ring.
A couple of people in my vlogs have asked me what my...
This one's better. I like the ring one.
Basically, it's for magic.
I like that you can hear it.
And there's nothing special about the ring. It's just...
You're more likely to have a spoon in a ring than a spoon in a rubber band.
With your ring. Here's what we're going to try and do. I'm going to take the ring and the spoon, and I'm going to try and get the ring onto the spoon. Watch.
The finger spin is back, yeah.
Okay, that's the humour for the video. Watch. We'll try and... seriously, though. Just like that, we push the ring through the spoon.
I'm so confused. Now, nothing's happened yet, Magic. I mean, just then it did.
If you were here, you could check it out. You could.
I'm just showing that the spoon can go through the bulb of the.
Through the bulb of the spoon, just like that. Now, this is a nice effect, other than the...
Okay, and now here's a little bit of... Wait, play it again, I'm so confused. Alright. It isn't clear, really, I'll be honest.
Here's what we're going to try and do. I'm going to take...
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put the ring on the spoon. I'm saying I'm gonna put the ring on the spoon. Special ring? No, I literally say... Okay, chat. Why would I do a trick online that I couldn't do in person? I literally say in the video, if I see you in person, I can do this with your ring. If I then met you in person and you went, here is my ring, do the trick, and I was like, sorry, I can't, it would be like, what's the point? When I say it's a normal ring and it's a normal spoon, I promise you, I know the magicians lie, but you have to take my word for it. So I'm basically saying I'm going to put the ring on the spoon, and then the joke is, oh, haha, you put the ring on the spoon, right? There's haha, hee hee. But then you put it through the bottom of the spoon. You go, boop.
Just like that, we push.
Bring the spoon. I'm like, yeah, as long as we use this spoon.
It's a solid ring. If you were here, you could check it out. You could inspect it. Watch.
You can inspect it, make sure it's a real spoon.
Pull it.
He wouldn't lie in the church. True.
The bulb of the spoon.
So this is one of the situations where all you magicians and your fake spoons and rings. This is one of the situations where the ending of the trick is better than the trick itself. The way that I get rid of the ring and get rid of the spoon is better than the 2 tricks that I've done so far. And I didn't mean for that to happen. And I'm going to show you it now.
I'm left with a spoon at the end of it, and people don't usually walk around with spoons. And also, if this was somebody else's ring, I'd have to give the ring back. But because it's my ring, I can just keep it. And actually, there is no spoon here, only the Matrix.
I will tell you now, it does not go in my shoe. A lot of people think I just drop it onto the ground or something. I want you to watch this in 0.25 speed. Not even the ring. The ring clicking is like one thing. You can hear it disappear. Listen.
I'd have to give the ring back.
This sounds so silly. Click. Click.
Because it's my
Ring disappears. And I'm like, oh, it's not in the pants. I wish I hadn't have worn jeans that had a rip in them. Okay, this is at 0.25 speed, and it's still almost not really that slow. Must go in the pocket? It does not go in the pocket.
I know how you did it. You got all the electrons in the atom to line up perfectly for it to phase through.
True. Boop. Bap. Boop, bap, beep, boop, boop, bap. Palmed in the left hand. Watch. I mean, actually, you're right. I don't really show the left hand. That's a very valid point. But it is not palmed in the left hand. I kind of like whack my hands together to show that they're empty. You're very talented with magic. Thank you for the 1 bit. Good idea though, Sam. I didn't show my left hand. That's a very valid point. Tell us, please. A magician never reveals his secrets.
It's my ring. I can just keep it. And actually, there is no spoon.
Bop.
Only.
There you go, chat. And thus, we end that saga. That's all I wanted to show you. That's all I want you to see. If you want to see the other videos, could you get a spoon? No. I may not get a spoon. I will also not do tricks out of like fear, because there's a lot of tricks that I can't do now. Like I probably couldn't do the bottle and pen trick now because it is very tricky and I haven't practiced it in 4 years. So, you know, as you do. Anyway, shall we get back to work? You know, how much to donate you for to go do the spoon trick? Or the whole routine with the ring and everything? I can't. Chat, there's going to be a magic stream. I'll schedule it. I might even bump the piano stream further back because I feel more comfortable doing a magic stream than I do doing another one. Can you do the spoon trick? What part of the spoon trick did you want to see? I like doing this one as well. Chat sees this one a lot, but I think this is really funny because I think I actually do this quite well. Everyone's always like, oh, blah, blah. I need overshot. We all get overshot, Owen. Thanks for the React Owen content. It was really nice. I actually had a really good time. That was a good vibey time. Do we need to... I think we can go back onto the Sub-SMP so that I can begin getting the scaffolding. Wow, I really did not make any progress on the Sub-SMP, did I? Took your thumbs off?
I'm going to be launching my streaming career soon.
Cool.
I've been accepted onto an SMP. Any pointers?
No. I do have no pointers, I'm afraid. You saw it, enjoyed it? Who? Dude, please check mod server. Is it? Okay. Watch part. Bobby saw you reacting to his Minecraft songs, so I typed it in 2 messages. No way. Oh, I'm getting attacked by thingies. I haven't seen anything in the mod server which is relevant to me. That's so cool. I'm glad Robbie enjoyed the reaction. You know what's easier than dealing with these phantoms, chat? Doing /home. Doodle-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-bum-bum-bum-ba-dum. Hi, Rizza. Rizza, you missed all of the React-own content, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. Oops, didn't mean to place that. Who's Robbie? Cave Town. I want to listen to that music right now, actually. I was listening to it earlier today. I want to listen to Y11, Y13. They are great songs. They are great songs. It's all of the wonder of Cave Town combined with the...
It wasn't obvious that you literally just have magic powers. Most impressive part was hiding the one.
Thank you, thank you. No, I'm actually one of those magicians from one of the wizards from Harry Potter who does non-verbal magic and no wand magic, you know. Why your heart's orange? I'll give you one guess. 1, 2, 2, follow me underground. They are DMCA free. To Y13, good dig around. Take this pick up. Anything's been said is yeah, I bet. Oh, that was quick to grow. 1, 2, follow me. Oh wait, it didn't grow, did it? I just put, yeah, I put one on top. Change the title back. Good point. 13 and have a good dig around. George, if Robbie ever wants to teach me how to be a better builder, I'm down. They're so good at building. I'll try. No pressure. He's very busy. Oh, of course. Yeah. It's not Y12. It was Y13 when he made the song, alright? There you go. The thing should be changed back now, chat. What song is this? Y13 by Cave Town. Now, what we can do is we need string. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. It's here. Maybe I overreacted a little bit. We can finally do the thing, chat. It is a pretty song. Ha, ha. Message you about some stuff? Sounds good. Underground. Have a good dig around. Okay, here we go. Is George your manager? No, Taha is. But George is a good friend of mine. I finally caught snowy foxes. Let's go! You're good luck? I am good luck. I'm the best luck. I'm just Taha Jason. Can I?
Love you, Owen, keep up the good work.
Thank you. I remember why I hate blooming scaffolding now. You have a manager? Yeah, I do now. As of the other day. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop.
All I see is squares, ones and zeros.
I just checked another streamer and I saw. Okay. Do, 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 do.
Is anybody there?
Welcome back, Owen. Can you not bone meal from there? Oh, well, life's so simple. No, alas, we must do it this way. Chat, I would do some kind of movie night / Oxenfree stream, but after I finish streaming, because of COVID, I'm often completely wiped out. You should be able to. I'll give it another go, just in case.
Something draws me to you.
Any bone meal? Most is any personality trait. No, unfortunately I can't. What if I did this?
Somehow it doesn't hurt me.
If I do that and then go boop. No.
I'm stronger than I thought.
Sorry chat, no luck. No dice this time. Thanks T-Hawk. Ow. See, that's also why I don't like bloomin' scaffolding.
I should build a home before the sun is gone.
And then change the wood to moss. That's odd. It shouldn't change wood. That's interesting. I'm already almost out of bloomin'
Bone mealing moss only works for blocks with an open top.
So I guess I could go through and mine all above it, but I feel like that would take longer. For my current build, and I've almost died twice. I have a like, yeah, it's just so you can't shift on it, so it's immediately dangerous. We have to do that to comfort streaming, yes. Although there is the ideal version of it, which you can do that, and then you know, so that's kind of nice. But then you have to go and pick all of it up. No, it's valuable stuff. If I do this, I start and go all the way up till I can't go up anymore. And then we mine a few blocks off from the top, and then we do this in every direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we use that as a platform. And we just do everywhere that we can reach. Ah, the hydrator mode. I haven't seen that one in a while. I should bring Juice Check back. That was an interesting saga of the channel. Whoa, 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 lag. I can play the lab sometime on VR, yeah. I just make scaffolding in game and never use it, just play some pretty noise. This is so dangerous. Such a dangerous block. Left me a pet. I can't accept gifts, but thank you. I know we just had this one, but I want to hear it again. I missed Juice Check. Oh, the Phantom's outside. It's okay if I miss a few spots. Eloise can go get them or something.
Do you want to follow
No, I'm afraid you can't live with me as I live with Eloise and Bex. Have a good day. Thank you. And follow me into it. Thank you, Water Munch. Big brain.
Gotta head out properly for the rest of stream.
See you later.
Good cozy time.
Bye. I'll see you later. Okay, so that gravel was kind of a shame. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Follow me underground. Still on thin ice for that one? I don't know what you're talking about. Dig around. Look at that. See, I lost 5. Goodness me. There's like 4 hearts on that. Oh, Appo's left. But Appo was here and then he left. He was like, I can't be bothered to go find out where Owen is. This is going to take such a long time. I need to do this with Eloise and Bex. We're going to have to just go get a bunch of bamboo. And then... Picturing you doing that on hardcore? Yeah, no. Could never be me. But I like this feel. I like the feel of turning it all into it. Is it Eloise soup? Yep, yep. Okay. Let's end on a vibey song from Intros. I think Apple heard you. He did. He did. Is there something in chill? I got here. Thank you, chat, for joining the stream. That was a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't expect to be looking at my old videos, but alas, how did that start? Because of slacklining? No, it can't have been it. What story was I telling that led to Mike Boyd? Thanks for streaming and letting us enjoy slackline. Of course. Let's go see who we can raid. Let's go to credits real quick. Thank you for all the subs and bits and follows that have happened this stream. You're all very, very kind. I'd like to raid someone new, I think. We're going to go to the browse page. Okay, there's definitely a Squid Game event happening. My goodness. What the heck? Oh, it's a Twitch rivals Squidcraft. Huh, interesting. Well, guess we're not raiding someone new because that's all just something else. Let's raid Gucky. / raid Gucky. Here's the camp, one of the guys in the comments of slacklining. Yeah, why did I... Oh, because, yes, he, discovered me later. Okay, Gucky is streaming some Sub-SMP. Yeah, the tab is flooded with Squid Game. Thank you so much again, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure to entertain you today. I'm going to go make some dinner. And I'm going to go take some rest because your boy's tired. But if you haven't joined the Discord, please feel free. Otherwise, you can go follow me on Twitter. If you're wondering when the next Outsiders episode is, it's going to happen tomorrow. It's coming out tomorrow. So you should go and check out the YouTube as well, because that's going to be happening. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone. And I will see you very soon. Bye-bye. Monday. Monday is when you'll see me. You'll see me Monday. Where we'll probably do some hardcore. Maybe some wild side, depending on if Beck's and Ella back. Bye, 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 bye. If you're watching in the VOD, a special hello to you.